right, well, good afternoon, everyone, or I suppose it'll be evening when this gets uploaded, but greetings from Greer, South Carolina, where we are ready for a junior college football game between the Upstate Huskies and the Charlotte Blue Storm. Two teams that are really just getting their year started. The Huskies won their first game of the season last week, 38-0, under the guidance of head coach Tashawn Martin. Should be interesting to see how things pan out here today. We've got, can't quite make out the numbers on the captains for the Huskies, but looks like the Blue Storm have sent out Nico Claves, Trayvon Miller, Sambo McCreary, CJ Ranson, and number 44 Quentin Pope. Cleaves. Cleaves. Kind of looks like an R on the roster. That was what threw me off. So, Nico Cleaves, we believe. All right, and so the Blue Storm won the toss and have elected to defer to the second half. So the Huskies offense is going to get the ball to start the game out here in just a moment or two. Mm-hmm. Not quite sure if the microphone picked it up, but if it did, you can sure hear that the Huskies are fired up and ready for this one. You can tell that they're the home team because they get to be in the shade. The Blue Storm are over just off to the left of the camera. They are right in the sunlight, not a cloud in the sky from what I see here today. Awesome day for a football game. Should be a lot of fun, looking forward to it. And I think, yep, both teams at least getting ready to kick this thing off. The Huskies have two players back to receive, those being Josh Foster at 5'10", 175, and that's either Eric Rice or Azur Daniels. Can't tell if that's a 2 or a 9 over there.
I see a number 1. I think it was 2.
Well, I'm sure we'll be able to grab that number when he comes closer. He's all the way off to the left.
Can you tell? Is that a number 2 or 9 back there? Can you tell? Receiving?
It looked like 9.
9.
And whistles are off. Looks like the Blue Storm are ready to send this one away. This is Rico Sostaki sending this one deep, and that is a nice kick. And this one is fielded. That's Foster, and he makes it out to around the 25. Thinks he could have gotten a little further. Sure, he'll get more chances as this game goes on. Again, the Huskies were able to score 38 last time out. I'm sure they're hoping to replicate that offensive performance from last week. And we'll see what they can get started early here. And leading this Husky offense is quarterback Brendan Taylor, number 3, out of Broome High School. He's going to be in the shotgun with two receivers stacked. Oh, wait. No, this is a really interesting formation, and it's a double pass. Oh, and it's just off the mark. Yeah, I looked at the bottom of the screen first. They were in I've heard it called a monster formation before, where you only have one offensive lineman actually on the ball. The other three, or one is off to the bottom of the screen, and then the other three are off making a smaller line of scrimmage, almost split out like receivers. And it's a legal formation. They all are on the line. You just have to have the center on those hash marks. So an interesting approach to start things out, and it almost worked too.
Laundry on the field. I think they declined the penalty.
And they're going to march the Huskies back 5 yards. Who knows, that might have been an illegal formation penalty. Taylor in the pistol now. In a more traditional set, 2 wide receivers on either side of him. And it corrals that snap, and this is a low screen pass out to, I believe that's Foster, and he might have lost a yard or two on that one. We'll wait for a signal. That was 2nd down and 15. And yeah, they're going to call this 3rd and 15. Oh wait, no, 2nd and 15 because the Blue Storm accepted the penalty on that 1st down. Oh, now we've got another one, and the Huskies are moving this up. Had a personal foul, and yep, that's going to be personal foul against the Blue Storm. So that's a 1st down for the Huskies. 20 penalty yards between both teams already. And Taylor looking to throw again. Pretty much the same play. I think this is Foster again. And oh, he's going down the sidelines, taken down around the Blue Storm 40. So if at first you don't succeed, try again. The moral of the story here so far, Brendan Taylor with a nice pass out to Foster. And really nice breakaway speed from the receiver there, able to get downfield, pick up some nice yardage, and it looks like he's forced the Blue Storm to take an early timeout.
Getting your playmakers in space.
Look in the console and get Jason calling off.
All right, and both teams coming out of that break following the big game by Foster on that little screen pass. All right, and they're going to motion the running back. That's 15 out into the flat, and Taylor's going to take off. No, he was setting up a throw, and this one's going way down. They're trying to rip the ball out. He's still moving, and down to either the 10 or the 5. What a catch and run there by the Huskies. Try and get a number on that one as well. They're, yeah. Is it just me, or do the Huskies' numbers look smaller on their jerseys than the Blue Storms do? Oh, and the Huskies going with some no huddle here. And that was a wildcat snap to the running back, number 44, Jason Massey. Actually listed as a defensive lineman out of Dorman. Yep, and more flags starting this out. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back, I assume. And they're going to say, yeah, he got all the way down to the 7-yard line on that one, and they'll move it back to the 12. So 1st and goal from there. So Brendan Taylor already with 2 really big pass plays that were just catch and runs. He's not having to do a lot of work throwing the ball, just getting it to his receivers in space. And he's got time to throw, but now he's really going to have to scramble. And he just throws this one up, and that was a great job of the receiver to play DB there a little bit. Looked like he just kind of threw that one up for grabs into double coverage, and I believe that was Foster, the intended receiver again. And 2nd down and goal for the Huskies. And they fake the jet sweep and run it straight up the middle, and that was, I think that's 15, but there's no 15 on the roster. Tried to break that one to the outside, and nothing going there. So it'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 12. promising drive has kind of stalled out a little bit here. We'll see if the Huskies can open up that passing game a little bit more and get some more success going. Everybody getting pressed at the line except for number 9 in the slot there. Now everyone's looking over to the sideline. That's Adrian Briscoe, listed as a wide receiver and tight end at 6'5", 235. Yep, could be something to look at. They're going to motion over to trips. Taylor looking that way. Taylor throws it up, and I think that was caught. Foster signaling touchdown, and yes, it came out right there at the end, but they're going to give it to him, so he got both feet in bounds, maintain possession, and the Huskies score first, moving up 6-0 after a 12-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Brendan Taylor. No, they threw it to 1. They didn't throw it to 9.
He's 6'6", about 240.
And now, they're going for 2 here. And Taylor looking to throw again. This one out to, I think that one might have been intercepted or it might have hit the ground, but we got flags regardless.
Looks like it must have been against the Huskies.
And so the score will remain 6-0. Huskies unable to convert on that 2-point attempt. And we will see them kick off to the Blue Storm here in a moment. The Huskies do not look to have a kicker listed on the roster. Keith Adams Hunter, who is listed as an athlete, was warming up earlier. He's out of Southside High School, 6'1", 190. So he could be seeing some duties beyond kicking the ball as well. Interesting to note, yep, that is Adams Hunter, but interesting to note that the Huskies were practicing onside kicks mostly. And there was a personal foul, it looks like, so the Huskies are going to get to kick this from the 50-yard line as opposed to the 35. So, yeah, a prime opportunity to go onside here. I mean, you've really got nothing to lose. They'd be taking over. Oh, nope, now they're going to push it back to the 35, so maybe they'll say 35 yards after the return, I guess. But with a penalty like that looming, I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see them attempt an onside kick, maybe steal possession early on in this one. And a good bit of shifting there from the Blue Storm front. They're 15 yards off the ball instead of 10. Oh, no, the Huskies are 5 yards off, and then the Blue Storm are 10 yards away from the ball. Okay. And they're just going to send this one deep, straight foot kick, and it's fielded by, I think that's number 12, that's number 12, Eric Bradshaw, I believe, returning the kick out to the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Blue Storm. And Blue Storm spending a little bit of time in the huddle, and they're going to send 51 out. They might have had too many men in there. Ball is going to be spotted right at the 30-yard line, maybe a foot or so short. And, okay, they're just now blowing the whistle, but the Blue Storm, regardless, definitely taking their time getting the play in here. But given how quickly the Huskies scored on that one, I wouldn't at all say it's a bad strategy, trying to control the time of possession, take some time off the clock, and limit the amount of opportunities the Husky offense gets to score the ball. And this is Nico Cleaves, I believe, in at quarterback, lining up in the I form. That is Cleaves, number 7, and still waiting to go under center. We've got to be closing in on 25 seconds. Oh, and Cleaves is going to drop the pass. Oh, and he's taken down before he had a chance to look downfield. That is number 11, Rontavius Bobo, at 6'2", 185. They've got him listed as a defensive back, so unless that was a corner blitz. Bobo out of Dorman High School. We've got some old laundry on the field. This one right around where Cleves was sacked. And the penalty goes against the Huskies. Their coaching staff none too happy about that one. Takes a really nice sack off the board. And they're going to call that 2nd and 3, so I guess it was a spot foul. Cleves still looking to throw, and that is as number 13 of the Blue Storm, Dante Pruitt, was wide open on that play-action fake. So that's twice now that the Blue Storm have come out in a nice set, looked to run the ball, and then done a play-action fake and rolled Cleves out of the pocket. Should be something to look for as we move forward. 1st down and 10. I think we might have seen one run attempt between both teams so far. Storm on their 3rd play from scrimmage. And there's the run. They're going to pitch us an out to number 21. That is Ian Ricketts. And he picks up a couple of yards. Not much happening there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. So it looks like right now the Storm are kind of trying to establish an identity, get things rolling, figure out what works against this Husky defense, what doesn't, where they're weakest, where they're strongest. Always a good script to follow in the opening drive. Dish out a lot of plays, but a lot of different types of plays and see what works best. Ricketts and Sambo McCreary in the backfield. And they're going to motion. That's Darryl C. over. And Cleves under duress just kind of throws it up for grabs. And somehow that was caught. I think that's McCree. Yeah, coming out from the fullback position to grab that one. And it's going to be a loss of yardage, but really, really good catch there. And great way to make sure it wasn't intercepted. But they will lose 5 yards on that one. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. And the Storm making a couple of substitutions. Looks like Cleves is going to go in the shotgun for the first time this game. And yeah, 5 receiver set it looks like. Six-man box for the Huskies. Oh, and that is Jason Massey, who caught the Wildcat snap there on the opening possession for the Huskies, jumping offside on that one. So that'll bring it back to 3rd and 7. So the Blue Storm with a more manageable situation here. Still 3rd and long, but 3rd and not as long. And they're going to move out of that 5 receiver set. They're down to 4. Got a new running back in. That's CJ Ranson. Looks to be their 3rd down back. And Cleves going to do a little quarter roll, and he's under duress now. That's Massey, and Cleves just slings this one. Got a man open, and it bounces off his hands. He might have been out of bounds anyway. Man, that was a beautiful pass on the move. Just can't hook up. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And I'm not sure if the Blue Storm have a punter. They are looking to make this is a pretty big substitution, so it could be a punt formation coming on, but even if they don't, this is sort of that no man's land right on I believe it's the Husky 49, but they're going to send Rico Sostacki back out. Rico Sostacki back to send this one as far as he can. Now, actually, this is interesting. The Huskies have 3 return men lined up. I guess they're not entirely sure where this kick's going to go. Whoa, and it's a high snap. Sostacki brings it back in and gets it off without too much trouble. And it takes a nice bounce. We got another flag, though. This one is picked up, and oh, he's still in bounds. right in the middle of that pile, and I think they finally got him down somewhere around the 40. We'll check the marker. It was thrown right around where the Huskies picked it up. This is probably coming back. And yeah, the Huskies already marching this one back. It is going to go against them. They will retain possession, and Brendan Taylor's going to get another crack at it here. It's going to move the Huskies all the way back to, all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a major penalty there wipes a really nice return off the board, and the Huskies will have a long field to work with. And we got a wildcat formation now. Foster in at quarterback. Brendan Taylor split out as a wide receiver. This could be a double pass. And no, Foster's just going to throw it straight up. Now he takes off. Oh, and he lost the ball for a second. I think the Storm got it. And they did. So the Huskies getting a little too fancy there. And it cost them dearly. It looked like for a second that Foster got the ball back. It fell out of his hands. Just no contact there, really. He kind of lost it on his own, and then it hit the ground and bounced right back to him. I thought he got it back, but it must have bounced off again. And one of the Storm players was able to pick that one up. And so now Nico Cleaves and the Blue Storm offense are going to take over with some really, really nice field position. They're going to spot him at the 32-yard line. And Cleaves making a couple of signals now. Still sticking with that 4-receiver set from third down. It did get a guy open down the sidelines. Again, Cleaves delivered a really nice pass on the move, just couldn't connect with his receiver. Bounced right off his hands. And here comes Cleaves again under duress, and he's just going to try to make it back. Oh, and he throws that one away. Might have been intended for Dante Pruitt. Not really sure. Regardless, it goes out of bounds. It's going to set up second down and 10.
Oh, sure.
And that was Jason Massey again with a lot of pressure coming off as a free rusher against the Stormed offensive line. And both teams making a couple of substitutions now. CJ Ranson checks out for the Storm. I assume they're looking to go to a heavier set here. All right, and they're just going to run this. Oh, no, Cleaves still has the ball, and yet another flag, and I think that one was caught. Yeah, they signal that it was. Looks like Jalen Cannon with the reception there. We'll check the marker. It came out right as Cleaves was rolling out of the pocket. No signal from the officials yet. As it stands, it's about a 30-yard gain down to the 2 or 3 yard line. And this one is going against the Blue Storm. They're already moving it back. Holding, yep. Wipes a really big play off the board. It's going to set up second down and 20. So second down and 20. At least coming off of play action, the Blue Storm have not had any issues throwing the ball to this point. The most difficult part has been just getting these plays off without flags. And this early, yep, there's another one. I mean, this early in the season, I suppose that is something you have to expect. And this one is going to go against the Blue Storm. So what could have been a first and goal opportunity from the 3 has been pushed all the way back to second and 25 from around the 43. Blue Storm really shooting themselves in the foot here. guess we'll see what Blue 37 is here. Seems to be the play the Blue Storm are set to run. All right, a lot of shouting at the line. I guess they've got the play in. Oh, there's another flag. And this is actually going to help the Storm out a bit because that snap was way off the mark. So a false start penalty saves the Storm a turnover. Snap was out to Cleve's left and he wasn't able to fall on it. So if you like long yardage downs, you've come to the right place. It's 2nd and 30. The Charlotte Blue Storm are on the opposing 49-yard, or are on their own 49-yard line and need to get all the way down to the 21. Should be interesting to see how they go about this, to say the least. Still sticking with that 4-receiver set. We're going to motion Chris Melton across the formation and just hand it off up the middle. Nothing going there. That's Sambo McCreary with the carry, but he is taken down by the majority of the Husky defensive line, and they're going to lose more yardage. It'll set up a 3rd down and, yeah, I think 3rd and 35. And at this point, I think their best option might be to roll Cleves out and just kind of run 4 vert, see if anybody gets open, because you know, on 3rd and 35 from midfield, there's really not much you can lose. And it's just going to be a quarterback draw to Cleves. He's got some room. He threw that. It's overthrown anyway, but he was across the line of scrimmage when that ball came out. And we've got some whistles. I think that's what that's for. But unless they want to make this 3rd and even longer than it already was, I assume the Huskies are going to decline this penalty. And yes, that penalty is declined. It's going to bring up 4th down and 35 for the Blue Storm. And I'm sure Stastowski has only got one job here. Don't worry about accuracy. Just get this thing as far downfield as you can. And again, only one returner for the Huskies this time. The 2 returners from last time have moved further upfield. And this is a high snap. Nobody was really ready for it. Both lines not even moving. And Foster's going to field this one. Oh, no, he's going to let it bounce. And it'll be going down right around the 30, maybe the 35-yard line. And the Huskies will take over from there. 1st down and 10. Looking to avoid another turnover as they did last time. That was Foster. Came in as the Wildcat quarterback on the first play of the drive. Had a nice running lane, but the ball kind of slipped out of his hands, fell right into the breadbasket of a Blue Storm defender, and then the Blue Storm started moving backwards. So we'll see if the Huskies try to keep things a little bit more simple. 3 receivers to Taylor's left, and he's going to throw that way. It was a rickety pass, but it's caught. It was a bubble screen out to number 15, the running back, and he's able to pick up a couple of yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5. So that seems to be where Taylor is most comfortable as a passer. These quick screen throws behind the line of scrimmage. And I like the concept, especially against a defense that's really still trying to find their footing this early on in the season. I like the idea of getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers early and forcing the Blue Storm to have to make some really tough tackles in the open field. And yep, there's another screen pass, and the Storm weren't ready for this one either. Missed tackle at the line of scrimmage, and I don't think they got the 1st down. They did get close. Yep, and it'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Huskies. And a lot of yelling here. The Huskies not huddling up, still trying to move fast. Looks like they've got 2 receivers on both sides now. And nope, they're going to motion the tight end across the formation. Snap. Oh, he looks short. And now he's rolling out. Got a man up and short hopped that ball. I believe Foster was the intended target. And The Huskies unable to connect on that one. No flags, and Brendan Taylor, at least, is heading over to the sideline. I don't know if they're going to punt this or not. Half the offense is still staying on. Upstate seems to be weighing their options here. It's going to be 4th down and 3. I mean, by all means, a makeable down, but this deep in your own territory, I'd be surprised if they try it out. But Brendan Taylor is not on the sideline, but this looks to be a passing formation. Could be a wildcat run. And nope, there comes Taylor, so they are going to go for this. Ball is on the 37-yard line. Huskies rolling the dice early. We'll see who comes out on top. And the Storm looking to get a line defensively. A lot of communication on both sides of the ball. I think the Storm were looking for a pooch kick. And there it is. They had a guy deep to return. And Taylor sends that one as far as he can. And it's going to bounce all the way back to the Blue Storm 22-yard line. So a really nice punt from the quarterback out of Broome. And the Blue Storm are going to take over deep in their own territory with another crack at it. All right, so Charlotte ready to take back over. Ball is actually on the 20-yard line. I thought it was on the 21. So 80 yards to pay dirt, looking to score for the first time as we near the end of the first quarter, I would imagine. CJ Ranson is in at running back. Oh, and it snap bounces off of the hands of quarterback Nico Cleaves, and he is touched down at the 11-yard line. So another major loss. Blue Storm moving backwards once again. And they're going to send him all the way to the 10. 2nd down and 20. So a loss of down and a loss of 10 yards. Would not be surprised to see them put Cleaves under center here if the snaps continue to be a problem. And Cleaves is just going to roll out, and he is taken down early. That is number 32 of the Huskies, Mike Quentin Turman, the linebacker, 5'6", 210 out of Greenwood High School. And yeah, they're going to call that a sack. 3rd down and 22 now. Ball is on the Blue Storm 8-yard line. So now I think they really need to avoid getting a safety here. Just got to make sure the ball gets into the hands of someone quickly and that they just get across the line of scrimmage at this point. Again, I don't think we're out of the first quarter yet. They've got time to rebound, and this is going to be a quarterback draw for Cleaves. He's holding that ball kind of loosely, but he's able to get some of that yardage back. Makes it about 2 yards short of the original line to gain. So about 10 yards on the run, and it'll bring up, I think they're going to call this 4th down and 13. So Rico Sostaki out to punt. He's had a busy day. This will be his 3rd kick of the afternoon so far. Looks like we had a timeout on the field. The Blue Storm, so both teams trying to get their ducks in a row. Or maybe that was the end of the first quarter. Clock would have run after Cleaves was tackled inbounds like that. Again, no in-stadium scoreboard or clock here. I think they're keeping it on the field. All right, and Sostaki heads back out to punt. Again, I would have been surprised if they changed their minds on this. Offense has been sputtering a lot. I think the biggest key for the Blue Storm moving forward is just to maybe take a couple of pages out of the Huskies playbook and throw some screen passes behind the line of scrimmage to get Cleves in a little bit of a rhythm, because they look like they've wanted to throw the ball, but they've just had trouble getting it off. The offensive line has had some issues, and Cleves in particular has been really apt to run out of the pocket before everything gets a chance to develop. So definitely something to look at as we move forward here. Punt bounces down to around the 35, I believe, maybe the 40. Huskies are going to take over from there. First down and 10 for Brendan Taylor, and an offense that really had a nice drive going on their first possession, and then after they scored has not gotten a lot done. They had a turnover on their drive before the drive before this one, and then a 3-and-out on the last one. And they're going to hand this one off, and they're able to pick up 4 or 5 yards on the run there. Couldn't quite get a number. I believe that is, no. And that was number 29 carrying the ball. That is Malik Williams. Malik Williams, the ball carrier, and now they motion Foster into the backfield. Williams is split out as a receiver. 3 receivers off to Taylor's right. Now they're going to motion Foster over that way and run Taylor in the opposite direction. Nice play design there. Taylor's still going. Oh, with a spin move. And he's finally taken down right around the 30-yard line. And the ball might have come out there. And I think they're going to say the Huskies got back on top of it, but really, really good play design there. I loved how they set that up. They had 3 receivers off to the right and then motioned the running back to the right as well. So you had 4 people and the defense's eyes all looking to what would be the bottom of your screen, and then Taylor just takes off the other way. And now we've got another stoppage. Again, not sure if this is a timeout or the end of the quarter. I would assume we're at least getting close to the end of the first. Suppose we'll find out here in a second. But as it stands, that is a really, really big rush. I believe about 50, 60 some odd yards there for Brendan Taylor, who's had a really good day passing the ball so far, showing off his legs a little bit, and a great spin move to finish everything off. Yeah, and the referees are heading off to the other side of the field, so everybody's going to switch. And that is the end of the first quarter as it stands. The Huskies on top early, 6-0 over the Charlotte Blue Storm. All right, and we're back and ready to roll after a delightfully short quarter break. I wish they were all that quick. Brendan Taylor still in at quarterback. I think this might be a new runner, and they're going to hand it off to him, and he's going straight out the middle. He's gone! Great job to hit the hole early. I don't think anybody got a hand on him as he took that one to the house. Number 15, again, will work on getting a name because there is no 15 listed on the current roster. Or wait a second, Donnie Bird did send me those additions earlier today. Maybe he's there. Yep, there it is. Keontae Cartledge out of Spartanburg High School having a big day running the football. And there with the 30-some-odd yard score. Puts the Huskies up 12-0, and they're lining up to go for 2, it appears. Pretty heavy formation. Foster in as the Wildcat quarterback, and he's going to throw this one up. It's caught by the tight end, but I think I heard whistles beforehand. If it stands, it is Adrian Briscoe bringing that one in. And this one is against the Huskies, so they'll move that back. A false start looks to be the call, so now the Huskies are going to have to pull this one off from the 7.5. Brendan Taylor back in the game now. And Taylor going to roll to his right, just kind of throws it out, and that one is caught. I believe that's Demaji Foster again. Yep, and that is Foster picking up the 2-point conversion there. And so now the Huskies extend the lead out to 14. Blue Storm looking for answers on offense as we get started to really get into the meat of the second quarter. Huskies actually scored on the first play of the second quarter, so we've still got a little while to go before halftime. They're going to send Keith Adams Hunter out to kick this one. All right, and ball is set. Everyone's ready to roll. Number 13, that's Dante Pruitt back to return for the Storm. Adams Hunter looking to send this one away. And taking a moment to make sure everybody's set. And here he goes. Kick is up and away, headed toward the sideline. This one is fielded by, I think that is number 12 again, or it might be 10, but whoever it is, he's got a lot of running room. Could this be the spark that the Blue Storm were looking for? Chris Melton returns the ball all the way down to the 36-yard line. Really nice turn of events there for the Storm, just what the doctor ordered, and now they've got a short field to work with, trying to put some points on the board for the first time in this game. It'll be first down and 10. And yeah, they're going to move that up to the 35. I'm sensing a pattern here.
Is it charged for the game? Is there charge for the game?
I'm not sure.
That I know of.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this is Cleve's fourth possession so far. Could be the fifth. I've kind of lost count already. Looks like we've got yet another running back in. I think this is Jalen Smith, number 2. And we've got flags. Nope, that's not Smith. This is number 21, Ian Ricketts, who started the game at running back. But it looks like the Blue Storm are going to continue to move backward. And it's a 5-yard penalty against Charlotte. Going to set up first down and 15. And now they move that one back up. I guess they waved the flag off. So it remains first down and 10. Or wait, no, it's first and 10 from the 40. They moved the down markers back. Oh, what am I seeing? Yeah. First and 15. Gotta get my head back on my shoulders. Cleves and Ricketts in the backfield, looking to put some points up on the board. Trying to draw the Huskies off, and he might have gotten it. Or, nope, the Storm look none too happy. That's going to be a false start, so they'll move it back even further. First and 20 now. All right, so now we've got a playoff, and Cleves is just going to roll out again. He's got Ricketts blocking for him, sending it downfield, and it is well over the head of number 8, Jalen Cannon. He was open, and Cleves just sent it too far. It's going to bring up second down and 20. So again, yet another rollout by Cleves. I really don't know that he had the rollout on that one. There didn't look to be a ton of pressure coming in from the left-hand side. Ball is on the 45-yard line of the Huskies. The Blue Storm definitely still in plus territory. They've just got to find a way to get the ball rolling here. Not a lot of plays for 2nd down and 20. Ricketts still in the game at running back. Cleves takes the snap cleanly. We've got another flag. Cleves is rolling out, looking to throw, and that was Chris Melton had kind of leaked in between some zones. He was open, and yeah, Cleves just kind of threw it over his head. It was overthrown by a good 6 or 7 yards. We got another flag. This one came off right as the ball was snapped, so it could be a receiver offside or something. And I think they're just going to pick this one up. Nope. And this one goes against the Huskies. And a neutral zone infraction against Upstate. So ball moving forward a little bit. 2nd down and 15 now. And again, twice in a row now, we've seen receivers for the Blue Storm get open. It's just a matter of making sure Cleves connects with them. I think he's kind of got happy feet back there. Need to probably look into giving him some quick throws to kind of get everything set up. Oh, and they're going to call it 3rd and 15 actually. And Cleves looking deep, got all day to throw, but he takes off. Pocket closing in, and he is sacked well behind the line of scrimmage by number 11, Rontavius Bobo again with another quarterback sack, and it does not look like this one is going to be called back by a penalty. It's going to bring up 4th down and 19. And the Blue Storm are indeed going to send their punt unit out. Rico Sostasky continues what has been a very busy afternoon punting the football. And once more, we see the Storm kind of in that no man's land as far as, punt, field goal, go for it, whatever. They are right at midfield. Ball is on the 43-yard line, and nope. Okay, yeah, I think that's right, because that offsides penalty should have negated what was 2nd down, but they moved it to 3rd down when they shouldn't have. So now this is 3rd down and 19 because the play before it was 2nd down. Okay. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of weird that they put in a loss of down after an offside penalty. So this is the real 3rd down. 3rd and 19. Cleves looking to throw again. Again, got all day. And he's going to send this one as far as he can into double coverage. Everybody got tripped up. They're going to call pass interference, but there was a flag early, I imagine, for holding for Cleves to have been in the pocket for that long. A lot going on that play, but I think they're going to offset. And the Blue Storm are already moving this one up, actually. As it stands now, it's an incomplete pass intended for Chris Melton. But we'll check the markers. There are a lot of them so far. And yep, holding against the offense and pass interference against the defense. Those are going to cancel out and bring up 3rd down and 19 once more. Blue Storm down 14-0 with yet another long yardage down here. Offensive line has been protecting very well. I imagine the Huskies have been dropping a bunch of players back into coverage, so that helps out a little bit. The only 3 down linemen here. And the rush, a bit more present this time. Cleves is going to send it deep. He's got a man and cannot connect. Daryl C. got behind the defenses this time. And once more, Nico Cleaves, again, he's been taking off a lot. Just kind of threw that one up for grabs. He had time to set his feet and didn't quite get everything under him. He's just got to settle down a little bit. Because the Blue Storm have had receivers open all game long, especially downfield. It's just a matter of hitting them in stride, and so far Cleaves is... I really appreciate him giving them some room to run under those footballs, but it's going to take some really fast receivers to catch the bombs he's been throwing. So, instead of a touchdown, it's going to be 4th down and 19, and now Rico Sostacki is back out to punt. Foster back to receive. Oh, and this punt rolled across the ground, or that snap. Oh, man, and that's going to be a personal foul and an automatic first down, I think. They really slung Sostacki down there. Yeah, snap rolled across the ground. Sostacki just kind of had to get on top of it. He rolled out trying to find some room to punt that one. Couldn't find any room and was taken down by number 24 of the Huskies. That is Justin Rice Woodruff out of Dorman High School. And they're actually moving this one even further back now. And I think they're going to pick up the flag, actually. Oh, wait, I'm still seeing a lot of 20s out there. Yeah, and so I'm really not sure what happened. They're going to call this a first down, but give the ball to the... Yeah, they're calling this a first down, and I guess a spot foul. So it's 15 yards from where Sostacki got sacked, or tackled, I should say. So after all that, it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Storm at their own 45-yard line. What a turn of events. Glad we got it all sorted out. First down and 10. Cleaves still looking for really just a completion at this point. They've tried to send passes deep, and he's looking deep yet again. And we've got another flag. This one probably a hold. Cleaves just going to lob it downfield where it's intercepted by the Huskies. That's number 13 heading down the sideline. He is still going, and he's finally taking out around the Blue Storm 40. That's Nigel Moore out of Spartan High with the interception. Cleaves just kind of had that one float on him a little bit, and it was picked off by the safety without too much trouble. Again, this flag is probably holding against the offense, so I imagine that the Huskies offense is going to take over here. And yeah, a big substitution from the Blue Storm, so that one goes against the Blue Storm, and it stands as an interception and big return for the Upstate Huskies, who are going to take over at the 30-yard, at the 38, I believe. Empty backfield for Brendan Taylor. It's been a while since we've seen him. 4 receiver. Yeah, that's the problem. There are 4 receivers out to the right-hand side, and the Blue Storm don't really know what to do with it. And Taylor's just going to drop back to throw, and he is sacked. Defensive line got in there without too much trouble that time. There was no extra blocker in the backfield, and they took advantage. That's Ian Ricketts with the sack, and that's going to move that one back. Taylor was able to get some of it again. It'll stand as 2nd and 13, but I think we've got another flag. Yep, and either they picked up the flag or they declined it, so it remains 2nd down and 13. And press man all around. Cover 0 by the Storm. Huskies looking deep. They're going to lob it up. He's got a man open, and that one is juggled and almost intercepted. That was Derek Gentry, 6'1", 170 out of Dorman High School. The intended receiver there beat his man off the line really cleanly, and Brendan Taylor just could not get enough gas on it. You can hear some of the frustration down on the field. It's going to be 3rd down and 13. So definitely an interesting turn of events after we've seen a lot of deep passing and a lot of open receivers, but both quarterbacks have really struggled connecting on those deep passes when, especially on that first drive by the Huskies, they were able to dink and dunk their way down the field off of quick screens and slants. And yep, here's a screen. This is Foster, and the Blue Storm were definitely ready for that one. He's breaking away. I think he looked to throw it away there for a second, but he had no time whatsoever. That's going to stand as a loss of 1 and bring up 4th down and 14. So aside from Brendan Taylor dropping a few pooch kicks here and there, the Huskies don't have a punter on their roster, so I can kind of see what they were going for there. I think they were trying to get back a couple of yards and set up a 4th and manageable, maybe around 7 or so even would have been nice for them, but instead the Blue Storm read that play call very well, got in the backfield before Foster had a chance to get anywhere, took him down, and have set up a near certain punting situation for the Huskies. And nope, Taylor's going to throw. He's looking for a screen, I think, and just kind of threw that one up for grabs and out of bounds. Looks like they were trying to set up a screen to the tight end, and it wasn't there. Adrian Briscoe, I assume he was the intended receiver. He was the closest one. And I think we're going to have a change of possession here. Really not sure what's happening. And the Huskies offense, yeah, both teams making their substitutions now. So we got a flag against, I think there was a flag against the Huskies and it was declined. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Blue Storm. And they're going to motion Melton across the formation, and they're just going to hand this one off up the middle. This is CJ Ranson getting tackled behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard or 2 on that one.
And they had a blitz coming. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
He was untouched.
And it'll set up 2nd down and 11. Credit to Ranson to get right back to around the line of scrimmage on that one. And Cleve's going to roll out. Looks like an option. Yep, there it is. And Melton could not hang on to the ball, and that is a fumble picked up by the Huskies. That was Keith Adams Hunter with the recovery, but the hit on Chris Melton is what caused everything. Yeah, I saw Cleves roll out, and Melton was right behind him, so, you know, it looked like an option run from the start. I was waiting for the pitch. And when it came, it was high and kind of hung up in the air for a little bit. That gave time for the Huskies to close in on it, deliver a huge hit on Melton, who is still down. And the ball came loose after he was contacted. Huskies picked it up, and there was a penalty on that one. It's declined, but Melton looks to be in trouble here. And we'll take a break. All right, so we're back. Chris Melton seems to be okay. Just had to get everything kind of sorted out on the sideline there. And I'm not entirely sure how, but it looks like the Blue Storm are actually going to retain possession after that one. So it's going to be 3rd down and 11 as opposed to 1st and 10 for the Huskies. So to this point, the Blue Storm have actually done exactly what I would have thought they would do, which is really take their time getting to the line and control time possession. Only problem is that they haven't scored any points yet. Down 14-0 here as we close in on halftime. Cleaves back to throw, looking long. He's got a man. Can he connect this time? No! That was Trayvon Miller. I think he heard the footsteps coming in. He had his man beat, but Nigel Moore was coming in from that safety position with a vengeance. And he kind of, I think he had to choose between protecting himself and grabbing that ball, and he made the smart decision and is going to live to play another down after that one. 4th down and 11. Ball is on the 40-yard line. No, there was no way it was a forward pass. It was definitely backwards. My only guess is that maybe the Huskies had it and then fumbled, and the Blue Storm recovered that. And this snap much better for Sestaki, and nice little kick. It's going to take a Blue Storm bounce down to the 22-yard line, I believe. Huskies will take over from there, so long walk off a short pier there, in the sense that after all that, it's still a first down for the Huskies. And both offenses have really kind of stagnated a little bit. The Huskies only scored after that big run from Brendan Taylor and then a run straight up the middle by Cartledge. It'll be really interesting to see what they do if they, kind of go back to their roots a little bit and want to establish that quick passing game that they had working for them early, or if they want to maybe look at getting the run started a bit. I'm going to turn off the color correction real quick, see what all that helps with. We'll leave the color correction off for now. And we've got a stoppage of play here. Everybody looking to get themselves back in line after what has been a really defensively minded first half. A couple of bouts of offensive explosiveness, but other than that, both these defenses have really stepped up, and they don't have a ton of turnovers to show for it quite yet, but there have been a lot of punts, a lot of incompletions, and a lot of quarterback pressures to go along with it all. All right, so we are ready to go. Ball's on the 23, it looks like. Empty backfield for Brendan Taylor. Blue Storm playing press man again, only one deep safety. And this is going to be a screen pass out to Foster. No, a double pass to a wide open man going down the sideline. And he's taken down past midfield. That is number 8, Azure Daniels, with the second double pass from Foster this game. They started out the game throwing one like that, and it went incomplete. But this time it works out. Gets the Huskies about 35 yards. They're out to the Blue Storm 48, 1st and 10. And once again, 3 receivers off to Taylor's right, only the tight end to his left. And we've got a lot of movement there at the line. And that's going to be a false start against the Huskies. 1st down and 15 now. So the Huskies actually back across midfield into their own territory. Carolina Bad Boy is the defensive call. This ought to be fun. I guess we'll see what Carolina Bad Boy is. Looks to be a 2 safety look, which has been pretty rare for the Storm so far. And this is going to be a pistol run up the middle of the cartilage, and whatever Carolina Bad Boy is seems to work pretty well. It's going to be a loss of about 4 on the play. 2nd down and I think 17 coming up. call it 2nd and 18. And yep, there's Bad Boy again. Now, I'd have to imagine with Bad Boy, a name like Bad Boy, it's some kind of blitz. I'll look a little bit closer this time, see if I can pick up on what it is. And yeah, it looks like an all-out blitz, really. Taylor's just going to heave this one up and well out of bounds. And I think he's going to get away from a potential intentional grounding penalty there because 5 was sort of in the area. It'll be 3rd down and 18 coming up. All right, and we're back after that timeout. Taylor's going to look to throw under a lot of heat already. He escapes, and he's going to sling this one downfield. Oh, wide open is the tight end. We'll see if he got across the sticks. I think he made it. That's Adrian Briscoe, 6'5", 235 out of Spartan High, making a really big play there on 3rd and 18 and moving the chains for the Huskies. So that is one way to convert a 3rd and long. And the Huskies will retain possession after a really improbable down there. Great job of converting on that one. And it looks like Briscoe is checked out of the game to get a breather. They're going to motion Cartledge over to the other side of the offensive box, maybe keep him in for blocking. Oh, no, they're going to roll him out. And the target is Keontae Cartledge, who takes it way upfield. He's still going. And down inside the red zone at the very least. I think he got inside the 10 on that one. Really straddling that sideline and not going out for anything. Great play there. And it's going to set up 1st and goal for the Huskies. Looking to go up 21-0 as we close in on halftime.
Tough in that shadow to see.
And it's a Wildcat snap for Foster. He takes it right up the middle and into the pile. I don't think he got there. And yeah, they're going to mark him short. He picked up a couple of yards, not enough. That's going to set up 2nd down and goal. That seems to have been one of their go-to short yardage plays to this point, just having Foster take those snaps. He is listed as an athlete, so I assume he can throw a little bit. Brendan Taylor definitely their preferred passer, though. And Foster's going to remain in the Wildcat, and we've got a timeout taken by the Blue Storm, I think. I guess they weren't quite ready to see Foster in there twice in a row. All right, and we are back and ready for action. Foster still in the Wildcat, and he takes this one right up the middle. That one would have been good from 99 yards out. Great blocking up front and great vision by Foster to take that one into the end zone for yet another Husky touchdown. And it puts Upstate up 20-0 over the visiting Blue Storm. And looks like the Huskies having a little bit of trouble getting their play in for this 2-point conversion. They had some guys sub out, and now they're subbing back in. Yeah, really having some difficulties getting the personnel ready. And we've got flags. Taylor is already heading back to the sideline. Could be a delay of game. And no, this one goes against the Blue Storm, so that'll be a half the distance to the goal. Makes this 2-point conversion more manageable. Okay, so we'll see if they can get the play off cleanly this time. Taylor motions his man across the formation, and he's going to roll to the right. This pass is... Nope, Taylor's still going. He is reversing field all the way to the other side and gets one of the most dramatic two-point conversions I've seen in a while. Went all the way to the right, reverse field, came back to the left en route to a very well-earned 2 points for the Huskies. Now up 22-zip over the visiting Charlotte Blue Storm. Alrighty, so back and ready for action. Keith Adams Hunter ready to send this one away for the Huskies. And straight foot kick is heading straight out of bounds. And this one is going to be spotted around the 40, I believe.
Give up a chance to have a penalty.
Okay, so Blue Storm are going to hang on to the ball. They're going to spot this one at the 35, actually. So I guess that kick got a little further than I thought it did. Nico Cleaves has had a rickety start so far, looking to kind of catch his footing on this drive. I imagine this is probably going to be the last or one of the last before we hit halftime. Just got to get him some quick completions, I imagine. He's been, yep, and there we go. One of Cleve's first completions in a while. Ooh, and they paid for it. Man gets suplexed out around after a gain of 4 or 5. And no, they're only going to say he got 2. Spotters being a little stingy today. 2nd down and 8 for the Blue Storm. And Cleaves looking short, but he pumps, and now he's going to roll out under duress. And had a running lane there for a second, but now he's going to be forced out of bounds. He might have picked up a yard or two.
Careful, they don't get tackled into the puke.
And Cleaves a little rickety there. Not sure what happened, but he's heading back out onto the field. Might be an equipment issue, actually. And as it stands, he gained 2 or 3 yards on that run. It'll be 3rd down and 6. So the Blue Storm finally moving the ball a little bit. And they're actually going to call this 2nd and 6 instead of 3rd. Oh, and I think this might be a free play or no whistles. Cleaves is just going to have to roll out yet again. He looked to throw, and I think that cost him. He's going to be tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, he was looking deep again. He must have had a man because he did hitch to throw the ball for a split second, and I think that's what allowed the defense to close in on him. If he just kept running, he might have been able to make it back to the line of scrimmage, but instead, oh, and yeah, now they're moving it back. So this is going to bring up 3rd down and 9, a loss of not too much on that play. So 3rd and 9 now. The Blue Storm had a little bit of offensive momentum going there. Or, no, now they're calling this 4th down and 9. I guess I had the markers wrong there on what was actually 3rd down. So Rico Sestacky back to punt. And he's going to send this one away for what will surely be the last drive before halftime. Oh, and this one is fielded by Foster. And he is off to the races, down, out across midfield, stutter stepping out to the original line of scrimmage around the 35. Great decision to pick that one up and run. And now the Huskies have great field position. And if their priority in getting back to the sideline is any judge, I don't think they've got much time left on the clock either. So looking to get in another score before halftime. It's going to be 1st down and 10 when we come back. Guess we're back and ready to roll. Brendan Taylor, again, this offense has really not been out on the field that much. We haven't seen a lot of them, even though they've scored 22 points. All of their scoring drives have been really quick, and for the most part, this game has consisted of the Storm offense really just trying to find their footing. And a nice block there by Cartledge, and it enables Taylor to get a pass out for about 15 yards to Foster on the quarterback roll to the right. Might have been able to stretch that one out and get about 20. This one's going to be spotted on the, man, they're still going all the way down to the 16-yard line. So 1st and 10, Huskies in the red zone once more, looking for their 3rd touchdown this quarter. Well, there's that bad boy call again, so you're going to see some kind of all-out blitz here. Taylor's got to know to get rid of the ball quickly. Oh, and it's a direct snap to Foster. He runs right into that blitz and might have gotten a yard or two. Oh, no, they're going to give him 3. 2nd down and 7. Yep, Foster, stepped right in front of that snap as the center let it go. Nice play design, able to pick up 3 yards. Ball is on the, right around the 15 or so now. All right, Taylor looking to throw, really dropping back, sends it over the middle, and this one is caught. He's still going into the end zone, perhaps. Touchdown, Huskies! 28-0. Another great catch and run by number 9, Adrian Briscoe.
That's a big man.
6'5", 235 to be exact. And now the Huskies are going to look to make it 30 points in 2 quarters. And Storm trying to adjust to that motion by Foster. Here we go. And they're going to hand this one off to Cartledge, and he's still pushing the pile. Did he get it?
Oh, he got it. He got it.
And
Referee signal.
we've got a flag now. As it stands, the referees gave him the 2-point conversion, so we'll check the penalty. It did come after Cartledge crossed the line. As it stands, it's 30-0. And they're going to take this one off, I think. Huskies look to be moving backward. And no, they're going to say it stands, actually. So
Penalty after the score.
yeah, flag came in after Cartledge made it into the end zone, so this will be enforced after the kickoff. Huskies up 30-0 as we close in on halftime. And yeah, the Huskies are going to kick from the 20-yard line on this one. So regardless of what happens here, the Blue Storm are going to have really nice field position to start this drive out. Again, no clock in the stadium, but we cannot be too far removed from halftime at this point. It's been a pretty long first half. We started the game at 3 p.m. It's 4:30 now, but it has been a fun if one-sided affair so far. Adams Hunter ready to send this one deep, getting his troops ready. This entire field will be in the shade probably once we get out of halftime. The sun has been steadily lowering as we close in on I guess what you would say is the evening. Everybody's still kind of taking their time here. And there's the kick. This one's spinning a lot. Barely makes it across midfield. It's picked up by number 24. This is Taquan Bryant, who gets it out to around the 45 of the Huskies. So really nice field position for the Blue Storm. Oh, and we've got whistles, we've got quarrels, a little bit of everything on that play. Nico Cleaves, the quarterback for the Blue Storm, has had a rickety afternoon. There have been receivers open downfield for both teams, really, and both quarterbacks have struggled to connect on those deep passes. The Blue Storm much more so. The offensive line has been playing well. Cleaves has been taking a while in the pocket and then kind of rolling away from pressure when it hasn't been there. Now making some substitutions into what looks to be a heavier formation. They're bringing in Quentin Pope as the fullback, I believe. Ian Ricketts in a tailback.
Some kind of substitution infraction or something?
Could be. They're moving this one back 5 yards. 1st and 15. So that has been a major theme here too. The Blue Storm really shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. They have had double digits to go for the vast majority of the game. See if Cleaves can get some of that yardage back. And just a quick post over the middle, and he's still going. This is number 13, Dante Pruitt, who is all the way down to the 20-yard line. The Huskies tried to strip that ball out there at the end, and they were able to get a few extra yards. And now a timeout called. The Blue Storm are really moving up to try and get that one off. And someone stopped the clock. I think that would be their last timeout, I think. Unless the Huskies took it, maybe? And there's the whistle. So I guess everything's sorted out now. Cleaves looking to throw under the rest, going to roll out. And, oh, off the hands of Trayvon Miller. He was open and well into the red zone. Bounces right off his hands. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And the officials looking to get everything sorted out here. And now now we're ready to go. So still 2nd and 10 after that incompletion. We'll stop the clock. And Cleves got in a nice pocket, sending this one really deep and just a little too deep for Chris Melton. Good to see that he's back in the game. Got a little shaken up earlier on in the quarter, but it looks like he's ready to go. Had to dive for that one and could not quite haul it in. 3rd and 10 now after that nice completion on the first play of the drive. And already a flag. And 24 is not happy about that one. I couldn't hear what he said, but this one is going to go against the Huskies, I assume. And so 3rd and 10 becomes 3rd and 5, a much needed break there for the Blue Storm. And no, they're going to call this a first down, so 1st and goal. This is the first goal-to-go opportunity that the Blue Storm have had all game. Ball is spotted on the 9-yard line, it looks like. And from here, you'd think they'd be in the clear to kind of run this thing. Time depending, of course. And another flag. Let's see who this one's on. Bless me. And that whistle seems, or that flag seems to have done nothing at all. Ball still on the 9. Here we go again. Cleves got all day to throw. Just kind of didn't really set his feet there, and he pays the price. Batted away by number 24. That is Justin Rice Woodruff, who had that interception earlier. Cleves did not. He had time to set his feet for sure, but he just kind of used his arm and arm alone on that one, and there was not enough speed on it to fit it in between the end zone and Rice Woodruff, so it goes as a batted pass instead of potential touchdown. 2nd down and goal. And Cleves still all day to throw, and now he's under some pressure. Will he set his feet? No, he's just going to sling this one over, and it's caught for a touchdown. That's Ian Ricketts, who somehow made his way out of the backfield all the way into the end zone, and the Blue Storm finally get on the board. Some much needed offensive momentum on that drive, and a really nice pass there by Nico Cleves to fit that one into the end zone and get the Blue Storm a couple of points. Looking to make it 7-30 after this extra point attempt by Rico Sestaki. And snap and hold are good. The kick is good. And the Blue Storm cut the lead down to 23. And they've laid down the sticks. We'll see how they handle the time situation there. We have been in games where there's not a scoreboard clock before, and usually they look for kind of a stopping point to end the quarter, and it looks like that is going to be the stopping point they were looking for. Yeah, the Huskies are over there kneeling down, getting some notes from their coaches, so that will take us to halftime, and we'll probably edit this break out. We will be back in about 20 minutes, but you guys are going to start the third quarter probably right about now. Alrighty, and we are back and ready for action, or just about ready for action it looks like. Huskies looking to keep the momentum up after a huge first half in which they hung 30 points on the visiting Charlotte Blues team, but there was some hope for Charlotte there at the end. They went right down the field after a kickoff went out of bounds, took over at the 35-yard line, and went all the way into the end zone, managed to put up 7 right before halftime, and cut the lead to 23. So we will see how things work out moving forward. I guess find out which team really wants this one more. The comeback certainly not out of reach at this point, especially considering how quickly big plays have developed in this game. But for the most part, it's just a matter of keeping your head in the game when mistakes do inevitably occur, because we saw a lot of them from both teams. Just stay level-headed, stick with your game plan, and we'll see which team has the better athletes moving forward. This is Hunter Adams Hunter sending this one deep. It bounces around and bounces backward. Dante Pruitt is going to pick it up around the 15, and he is on the move, trying to get the edge, and is going to be taken down around the 20-yard line. So the Blue Storm will take over from there. First down and 10. Nico Cleaves is in at quarterback for the Blue Storm. He had a rough and tumble first half, to say the least, but he got things back on track there at the end, and this is going to be a quick bubble screen, or not even a bubble screen, just a smoke route out to his receiver. I believe that's no, it's not Dante Pruitt. Get a number here in a second. And that is number 12, Eric Bradshaw, with the reception there, able to pick up about 5 yards, bring up second down and 5. Cleaves looking to throw, gonna chuck this one down short, and it's batted down by one of the Husky defenders. It was gonna be a contested catch on the hitch route, and just not able to come up with it is the Storm receiver. It's gonna bring up third down and 5 now. I like the offensive approach here from the Blue Storm, looking to kind of simplify things for Cleaves after a first half in which he was looking downfield about 70% of the time. Trying to get in some quick completions, ease up this defense a little bit, and now Cleaves is going to take off, kind of stumbles there a little bit, still looking to throw, and I think he might have been able to pick up the first down. And they took him right into the fence. That had to hurt. He was a little slow to get up, but looks like he's going to be okay. Medical staff's going to come over and check him out regardless. Still no signal from the chain gain. It looks like he had enough to pick up that first down.
You know, they got so far behind. They'd start off the penalty.
And now a little bit of movement, and they're going to call this 4th down and 2. So Cleaves just not quite enough yardage to get there, and now, I mean, down 23, you gotta have to go for this, even in your own territory. But Storm are going to take a timeout and try and get everything sorted out, and we'll take a break with them. All right, and we're back. The Blue Storm have sent out the punting unit. Rico Sestaki ready to send this one away. He had a very, very busy first half, and this kick is off. Gets angled upward a little bit. Oh, but it's going to take a nice bounce, and it's fielded by Foster, who had a really big game or a really big first half, I should say, and can't make anything happen there. He's taken down at the 30-yard line by a herd of Blue Storm defenders. See where they mark his forward progress at.
Looks like 26.
And they'll set him down at the 26-yard line, it looks like. First down and 10 coming up for the Huskies. And they're snapping this a little early. Keontae Cartledge dragging defenders for a nice 10-yard run on first down. I was about to say Brendan Taylor coming back out onto the field at quarterback, but he hands it off after having a really successful first half, both on the air and on the ground. Through the air, I should say. And the Huskies go no huddle here, looking to get this ball off quickly. And they're going to hand it off to Cartledge again. Oh, and they were ready for it that time. Quentin Pope in the backfield with the tackle for loss. The Huskies are going to lose about 4 yards on that one. It'll bring up second down and 14. And now the Huskies moving a lot more slowly. I guess they saw a defensive front they liked and wanted to make sure they had to. The Blue Storm had to stay on that field and in that personnel group, but Pope able to break through the line on that play, really sap away the momentum they got from that first play. And it sets up second down and 14, and one that they're taking a little while to get in. Everyone really having some trouble adjusting, and the Huskies had a timeout. Yeah, there was a lot of confusion there. They were closing in on a delay of game penalty. And so we will take another break. All right, and both teams look to have gotten their ducks in a row now. Second and 14 for the Huskies. Cover one look, and Taylor's going to drop back to pass. Oh, and he sends that one way over the head of everybody. I think he was looking for the tight end, and he might have gotten hung up around the line of scrimmage. Couldn't quite make it through the linebacking core, and pass sails over everyone's head. Third down and 14. So big plays have not really been an issue for the Huskies. They've been able to generate them, but the timing has been a little odd in the sense that they haven't really come with a lot of consistency. Sometimes they've been on first down, sometimes on third down. We'll see if they can pull one out of the hat here. Third and 14 for Brendan Taylor in the offense, and he fakes the swing pass out to his running back, going long, and oh man, it was right in the hands of his receiver. Wide open was number 5, Derek Gentry, and it fell right through his hands. He would have been going straight to the house on that one, but instead it's fourth down and 14, so the Blue Storm catching a really big break there, and it'll get them the ball back. And Taylor making sure everybody is ready to go. He has been their punter as well, and you can already see him about 7 yards back. He's just been running pooch kicks tonight, and he's had some pretty nice success with it too. Oh, and he's going to throw this one, and it was either incomplete or intercepted, but either way, it does not work out at all for the Huskies. Getting way too risky there for their own good. And that is going to be a first down for the Blue Storm on the Husky 33-yard line. So an interesting call there to say the least. And now the Blue Storm have some awesome field position, about where they were on the drive that they scored last time out. And snap is low, brought in by Cleaves. He's got all day to throw, looking deep. Got a man wide open, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Blue Storm. Jalen Cannon with the reception, or, oh no, I think I said he was showboating a little bit and might have gotten knocked down out of bounds at the 1. I think he did. Yeah, so the points come off the board. So it's in frame.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you got to scoot it over a little bit. So that has, oh no, they will call it a touchdown. The field goal unit was coming out, so just like that, the Blue Storm have cut this to a 17-point game, looking to make it 16 here. Whoa, and a high snap, and it's brought in and blocked. This one is picked up by the Huskies, and they're not going to be able to return it. And some very contested tackling there en route to really nothing happening. And we got some flags now. A lot of infighting after that tackle. Let's see who this one goes against. So the points will stay on the board, 30-13 Huskies, but the Blue Storm coming back. They've put up 13 unanswered so far. All right, and so we are just a few moments away from kickoff here. Should be an interesting drive here for the Huskies. I imagine that they would try to burn off some clock, but at the same time, scoring has got to be really high on their list of priorities after giving up 13 straight without scoring themselves. So, decisions to make on this drive for head coach Deshaun Martin. And Rico Sestaki ready to send this one away. Foster and Daniels ready to return this one. He got a really nice kick off of that. And Foster's off to the races, breaks the tackle, trying to bounce it to the outside, and he does! He's got some momentum all the way out past midfield and knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. What a return by Damaji Foster. About, I'd say 55 or 65 yards on that one. Big return. Yeah, I think 55 or so. Ball is spotted at the 25, first down and 10 for the Huskies with a short field to go.
You got a man there cramping up.
And that is Foster. Had a little cramp there, but he's back and ready. Yeah, he is going to check out for a couple plays. So with their number one receiving target out, I would expect the Huskies to try and run it a little bit here. Keontae Cartledge has had a really good game. And just as I say that, Keontae Cartledge is not in the game. We've got a new running back. This is number 29, Malik Williams. And they're going to hand it off to Williams, who had a really nice block by his offensive lineman. And then number 15, that is Eli Eason, was able to slip in there and make a shoestring tackle to prevent a big gain there for the Huskies. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. And this is going to be another handoff to Williams. Gets a little bit further this time. Not sure if he made it to the sticks or not, but he got close. And they're going to call that a 1st down. And now Taylor faking the handoff to Williams. He's going to have to roll out and take off, and he throws that one away. Number 14, Jabari Dendy, the intended target. And looks like Foster's checking back into the game now on 2nd and 10. It'll be interesting to see how the play calling changes with him back in the lineup.
We got down distance.
Yeah, it's 2nd and 10.
I'd run.
This is probably going deep. And yep, he's looking that way. Got a man open. And did he catch it? Touchdown Huskies! So yeah, I saw cover 0. I knew there wasn't really going to be anybody deep, but I didn't think Taylor was going to go that way. I couldn't quite get a number, but the receiver on his left was all alone in press coverage, but whatever works. The Huskies get into the end zone again and answer some of those touchdowns put up by the Blue Storm, extending the lead back out to about 24 or so. I think it's 23 right now. They're looking to make it 25. Got some shifting. Taylor looking to throw. It's a slant over the middle, and I don't think he got it. And the pass is incomplete. Score remains 36-13. Huskies up by 23. Yeah, it should be back below the trees soon, but if you haven't been able to tell by the glare on the camera, the sun is in about the worst possible spot it could be in. It is, because the way the field is set up, we are looking right toward the west, so the sun is setting right before our eyes, and there's a really big line of trees in front of us, and once it goes below those trees, we're going to be in the clear, but until then, I mean, it's shining right over the canopy and into our equipment, so it's kind of hard to see for us out here. On the camera, everything looked great. And Keith Adams Hunter ready to send this one away. Straight foot kick. It's got a lot of backspin on it, but he gets some yardage. This is Chris Melton. He's picking his lane. Oh, and he's off now, making some men miss, and runs right into a Husky on the cutback. Gets it out to the 45-yard line. So a nice return there. It's going to set up another Blue Storm drive. And no, they were just taking a little while to get out of the pile. Nobody's hurt on that play. 1st and 10. note to self, next time there's a Huskies home game, bring sunglasses. For sure. Nico Cleaves looking to throw. Had some time, but the pocket collapses. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Oh, and Jalen Cannon had nobody within 5 yards of him. Cleaves, I guess, got excited, didn't really set his feet, and the pass sails out of bounds. That would have been a huge gain on first down, but instead it goes to 2nd and 10. Missed opportunity there for the Blue Storm. And Cleaves, this is going to be a screen out to Melton. And I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Not much going there. Another contested tackle. Everybody really in on that pile there. And, yep, no gain. Just going to be 3rd down and 10 now. Up, and we do have a man down. This is for the Huskies. We'll take a quick break. And that's Keith Adams Hunter walking off the field. Just looks like he got a little bit shaken up. Hopefully he's okay. Until then, 3rd down and 10 for the Blue Storm. All right, and Cleaves looking to his left. Oh, but now he's got to roll out. Still looking downfield. He's got a man open, and he had enough gas on it. Touchdown, Blue Storm! Dante Pruitt with a huge catch.
I hope I got it in frame.
Yep, I think he did. And the Blue Storm closing in on 20 now. The lead is back down to 17. 36-19. We're going to make it 36-20 pending the extra point.
I hope I got it in there. I tried.
I'm pretty sure you did.
It was a heck of a pass.
On the run, too. Great job of him. Finally got his feet set, really put, I guess, as much as he could on that throw, and it paid off. Yeah, honestly, for both sides at this point, I would argue that they've spent more time behind the defense than they have in front of it. Oh, and Cleaves goes down behind the line there. A big sack on the 2-point conversion attempt. And we'll get ready for kickoff. Yeah, it's 36-19 Huskies.
36-19. So
Huskies.
They got 19.
Yeah, the Blue Storm have 19, Huskies have 36.
What quarter is
We're about halfway through the third.
Okay.
So who got 36?
The Huskies.
Brown team, 36. The blue one's got 19.
What the blue one got? 19.
19. I had a rough first half.
Where y'all from? Y'all
We're from Anman.
what y'all
Alrighty, so Rico Sostaki getting ready to kick, and it's not a punt this time. He's ready to send it deep after yet another Blue Storm touchdown. They've gotten 3 in their last 4 drives, so finally getting into a groove offensively. Huskies looking to respond and hang on to this big lead that they've built up. Amaji Foster set to return this one. He's got some room, taking it right up the middle of the field, still making men miss. Out across midfield, he is still going. Oh, the ball comes loose, and the Blue Storm say they have it. No signal from the Huskies sideline, and yes, the Blue Storm get the ball. What a turn of events there. Another huge return there by Damaji Foster, and it's his second lost fumble as well. He had that lost fumble on the Huskies' second drive of the game, and this one coming at a really pivotal time. The Huskies defense really needs to step up, and in the meantime, if this Storm offense can get some more points on the board, we could potentially have a 36-27 game by the next time the Huskies get the ball. So here we go. First down and 10 for the Blue Storm. Ball is on the 35-yard line. A lot of leverage to that slot receiver. Can't quite get a number, but there's nobody within 10 yards of him. And they got two men in the same place. I think that was an error, and this one's going to be intercepted. Yeah, that was not how that play was supposed to be drawn up. You had the slot man running a post corner, and then usually when you see that happen, the outside receiver will run a hitch or something, but he ran straight down the field too. So when that ball was thrown, you had two defensive backs and two receivers all within 5 yards of each other. Pass was underthrown and intercepted by number 13 of the Huskies. That is Nigel Moore picking the ball off. So all's well that ends well for the Upstate Huskies, responding to the turnover with the turnover of their own. Ball is on the 30-yard line, 70 yards to pay dirt. Crisis potentially averted. Brendan Taylor, the quarterback, threw a really nice touchdown last time out. See if he can keep that rhythm going. And he's going to hand this one off. Oh, and another fumble! And now the Storm have it! 3 consecutive turnovers. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Nobody wants the football. They're playing hot potato out there with it. Keontae Cartledge this time could not hang on. So after all that, the Storm effectively gained about 30 yards. Foster turned it over on the kickoff return. Then that pass was then Nico Cleave's pass was intercepted by the Huskies, and then the Huskies fumble it again. Ball is on the 29. Oh, and another low snap. And this one is picked up by Ian Ricketts, who chucks a man. Looks like we might have our third fumble in 4 plays, but Ricketts with a momentum-building truck en route to a gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6. And Cleaves looking deep. That one really hung in the air, and that one, I think he might have dropped it. And yeah, they're going to call it incomplete. I believe that's either number 10 or number 20 of the Huskies. Yep, number 10. That's Hampton Wedman. First time we've called his name today. Listed as a defensive end, but was out there playing safety. Had the ball in his hands, just could not hang on. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Is a flag on that play. They're going to move this one up, so it's going to be a 1st down for the Blue Storm. Ball is going to be spotted all the way at the 11-yard line, so they can pick up a 1st down without scoring if they need to. 1st and 10. And the Huskies looking to get everything sorted out defensively, and we got flags. False start against the Storm. Yeah, the Storm have been very, very heavily penalized throughout this game. Both teams have had a lot of flags thrown. The Storm really just getting the brunt of it. It's been a really clean 3rd quarter, though. This is one of the first flags we've seen to this point. So ball on the 16 now. Cleave's going to hand it off. That is Sambo McCreary picking up just a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 14. The sun is almost below those trees. We are very close. And Cleaves looking to throw, heading for the corner, and I don't even think Step 2 was looking for the ball. He's wanting a flag, but I don't know. Can you get a pass interference call if your head's not even turned around? That was Jalen Smith. He was open, but he was still in the middle of his route when the ball came to him. Not ready for him not ready for it at all, and they're not going to throw a flag on that one. So it's going to be 3rd down and 14. Smith, again, just couldn't quite get his head around in time, which is kind of odd because he'd already made his break. Usually that's, especially on corner routes like that, you're told to turn your head as you make your break, and he was 2 or 3 steps out of it. 3rd and 14 from the 15. And Cleves looking to throw again, has to roll. Oh, now he's under a lot of pressure and spins out of a block by running into his own man. He's still on his feet, making men miss. And I don't know if he got the first down. He was very close. If he didn't pick it up, it's going to be 4th down and short, so he'll definitely go for it. And we've got a Husky down. Oh, now he's getting back up. It's a little shaken up. That is number 13, Nigel Moore. Back up on his feet. And nope, now he's back down. We'll take a break.
Give us some friendly fire.
All right, so we are back. A pivotal 4th down and 4. The line to make is at the 1 or the 2. They can pick up a first down without scoring, but in all likelihood, if they make that line to gain, they'll be in the end zone. And Nico Cleves and the Blue Storm taking a moment to get the play in. Actually, the referees are discussing something with one of the Storm coaches, so the whistle hasn't been blown yet. And I think, yeah, now they're going to blow it. So both teams have had ample time to get everything ready for this play. We are closing in on the end of the 3rd quarter, I would imagine, if we're not already in the 4th. Oh, yeah. So, honestly, this will probably be the last play of the 3rd, regardless of what happens. 4 receivers out in the formation for Cleves, 2 on either side. Sambo McCreary in at running back. And Cleves is just going to take off. This is a designed quarterback run, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Storm! Great play design there on the outside quarterback draw for Nico Cleves. And he gets into the end zone. 25 points on the board for the Blue Storm, cutting the lead down to 11. They're going to try to make it 9 with this 2-point conversion.
You from South Carolina or North Carolina?
South.
So it ain't no out-of-state tuition for you.
Well, it would be without that NC Promise stuff. But it's, I think we pay the same as what the NC pay basically for the master.
I told my daughter.
All right, and so they're not going to go for 2 here. Rico Sestaki going to try to cut it to a 10-point lead. And they just barely got that hold set up, but it works out. And tacks on another point. Score is 36-26. Huskies now clinging on to what was once, believe it or not, a 30-point lead. The Blue Storm have just about come all the way back in the closing stages of the 3rd quarter. All right, and so there was a personal foul call against the Huskies, either on the touchdown or the PAT. So they'll be moved backward 15 yards after this kick is returned. Maji Foster and I believe that is Azir Daniels back to return this kick. Rico Sestaki getting everything ready. Whistles are blowing, and we are ready to start yet another possession. And this kick is low. It's a knuckleball, and it's picked up by number 13 and right into the pile, trying to break outside, and nothing happening. Nigel Moore on the return gets out to the 23-yard line. And now they're going to mark him down at the 21. So 1st and 10. 79 yards to pay dirt for the Upstate Huskies. Trying to rebound after what has been a rough and tumble 3rd quarter. They entered it up 30-7, up by 23. That lead has since been cut to 10 at 36-26.
there's no way that's going to come.
And interesting formation here. Oh, it's a wildcat run for Demaji Foster, and he is chipped down after a gain of maybe 7. And they'll call it a gain of 5, I think. Second and 5. So that's why they were all packed in so close. It was a wildcat run for Foster. He's taken quite a few snaps of quarterback. Bennett Taylor is their go-to passer, and they're going to stick with this wildcat formation. Foster heading in the same direction off to the short side of the field, and already gotten a couple more yards. They're going to call this 3rd and 3. Yeah, there is. It'd have to be like 5 minutes left in the ball game because this is a. Yeah, again, there's no clock. We're just kind of having to keep it mentally. The referees have one on the field, I assume, and this is Foster receiving the handoff, and I think he's a yard short. And no, first down Huskies. But yeah, no clock on the field, so we're just kind of having to estimate with it. And the second half has been recording for 42 minutes now. So if we are only 10 minutes into the third quarter, this could be the longest third quarter in the history of organized football. Surely they meant 5 minutes left in the game. Till then, first down and 10 for the Huskies, and they're certainly playing like it's the fourth quarter, just trying to run the clock out now. And Williams, we got a flag all the way in midfield. Malik Ball absolutely pancakes someone about 12 yards away from the line of scrimmage. That's probably what the flag's for. He's still down. As it stands, it's a 12-yard gain on first down, but this will probably be coming back.
I know there was a
Well, yeah, there is another flag down on the field, so it could just be offsetting penalties. A personal foul and a hold. And they are moving this one backward a little bit. Not entirely sure of what the call is yet. The Huskies are back to the original line of scrimmage, and yeah, if that's the case, they're probably just going to say offsetting penalties, repeat first down. And no, some of the Huskies are moving back even further now.
That's a spot foul for the hold.
Oh, okay. And the clock will continue to roll. First down, and looks to be first down, and we'll call it 17. Spot foul on the hold. And whoa, really aggressive defensive front from the Blue Storm. Taylor's going to look deep. Now he's got to take off. Stiff arms a man and gets out to the original line of scrimmage. It was a really good play, really good pursuit there by the Blue Storm. Again, they were playing super aggressive. 7 men in the box against a 4-receiver set, no deep safety. Downfield passing lanes were probably there, but I don't think Taylor had time to get them off. Going to be second down and 17 now. Or second and 18, actually. Second and 18. And now the Huskies really winding this clock. Again, this could be the fourth quarter, and Taylor's going to fake. He's got a man down the sideline, and it's about 5 yards over his head, falls incomplete, and the clock will stop. 3rd and 18. Like the aggression, but yeah, both receivers on the right side of the field were open. He went for that sideline shot and could not connect it. We got another flag, and this one is against the Blue Storm. And they are moving this one all the way up. It's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Must have been some kind of personal foul. So 1st and 10 for the Huskies. A big blow there for the Blue Storm. And the sun is finally getting over the tops of those trees. We're getting close. Brendan Taylor motions Foster into the flat, and Foster reels that one in. It was a little too far inward, and Foster is off down the sideline, and I think he tiptoed out by mistake there, but not after a gain of around 20 or so. Big play for the Huskies. And the Huskies pretty quick to the line again. Well, there's a deep safety all the way on the right side of the field, but number 5 is all alone, and it's a tunnel screen and dropped. Is there Daniel, the intended target, I believe? What was that?
Telegraphed that one with the
Yeah.
defensive back was sitting there ready for that. If you double move it, wheel it.
2nd and 10. Clock is stopped again. We're not entirely sure of how much time is left in this game. We heard someone say 5 minutes earlier, and given how long the second quarter, oh man! And Taylor just really throws this one up for grabs and out of bounds. So 2nd and 10 becomes 3rd and 10. Yeah, as we were saying again, what we know to be the third quarter has been going for what is now 48 minutes and 13 seconds. And we would assume that we've moved into the fourth quarter, but the teams never swapped sides of the field, which would imply that we haven't had that quarter break. But again, there's not been a quarter break, and this might be one of the longest quarters in football history at any level. Brendan Taylor back to pass, got a clean pocket, looking deep. Now he's going to take off. He got a flag. And Taylor has got a lot of running room, and he's going to scamper out of bounds around the 20-yard line. We'll check the flag. I think this is coming back. Hampton Wedman was in there either running back or offensive line and absolutely pancaked someone well behind the line of scrimmage. That might be what this is for. And yeah, the Huskies already marching this one back. It's going to be 3rd down and 20.
Two fouls, offsides on the defense, holding on the offense.
Offsetting penalties will cause it to remain 3rd and 10. Interesting turn of events there. The Blue Storm catching something of a break on those flags, as it would have stood. It'd be about a 25-yard run by quarterback Brendan Taylor. Instead, it remains 3rd down and 10 from the, call it the 43. Yeah, 44, 43, somewhere in there. Taylor looking to pass again. He's going to take off. Oh, no, he's going to throw, and this one is caught by number 5. That is Derek Gentry, who had that dropped touchdown pass earlier, making up for it there, moving the chains. 1st down and 10 for the Huskies on the quick curl route. Taylor going to swing this one out to Foster. Oh, he's looking to throw. Got an open man. It's Azure Daniel who walks into the end zone for a Husky touchdown. And regardless of what corner we're in, that could be the nail in the coffin for the Charlotte Blue Storm.
A flag for going backwards in the end zone. You believe that?
And yeah, you're right. I'm not seeing a flag myself.
Yeah, it's over there.
So it could be a celebration foul against the Huskies. Touchdown should stand. Puts them up 42-26.
See it laying over the corner.
Not quite. Let me work with the color correction a little bit. We are looking very blue right now. Let's just hit the fall. That's the best we got for now. Two-point conversion attempt pending for the Huskies. And I'm really not sure what happened. I think they might have taken the touchdown off the board. Can't tell what happened there.
I don't know either. I don't think you can take what's off the board.
Yeah, well, we got a Wildcat set here. This is, I think, their biggest player, number 44, the defensive lineman Jason Massey. Had some pressures early, but now we got something happening over there. Malik Ball fell down.
Timeout for the Blue Storm.
Timeout, yeah.
Is that your second?
I'm not sure, but yeah, you're right. They got to be close. So we'll keep the score at 42-26 right now and assume that the Huskies are going for two here and that they got pushed back after a celebration penalty. But they've got it set as 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. So I guess if the Huskies run this play, don't score, and then get another play afterward, they did take the touchdown off the board. And then if they run this play and then go for a kickoff, it was a two-point conversion just from a really long ways out. I know the NFL proposed it a few years ago, and it was very poorly received.
Maybe they did. Remember when Brad Wing got caught celebrating?
Mm-hmm.
On that run? I think they took that off.
Well, Brendan Taylor is out there with the Husky offense. We'll see what they can get done.
Taking a look, baby.
And for what I guess is a two-point conversion, Taylor's going to roll out to his left. Got a man in the end zone, and that's either a touchdown or a two-point conversion. I guess we'll see what happens. Again, we'll keep it at 42 for the time being. If they head out and set up for a kickoff, that was a two-point conversion, and the Huskies have 44.
Nah, that's the two-point conversion. That must have been a touchdown.
And yeah, they're lining up for the two-point conversion now. So they took that touchdown off the board, and the Huskies get it right back off a touchdown pass from Brendan Taylor this time instead of Demaji Foster. So now they're going for two. Looking to stretch this lead to 18. It's at 16 right now. Brendan Taylor and Keontae Cartledge in the backfield. And they're going to hand this one off to Cartledge. He had a running lane there for a second, and then that is Eric Bradshaw coming in and closing that up. So no 2 points there. Finally ready for kickoff. 42-26 Huskies.
What's the score? 42-26.
All right, so after my detour down there, at some point we have moved into the fourth quarter. Not quite sure when it happened, not quite sure how much time is left, but again, we got to be getting close. No gain there on the run, it looks like. Actually, I think they're going to say he lost one. 2nd down and 11 for the Blue Storm. Nico Cleaves back to pass. Now he's going to take off and gets what he can. Picks up about 4 on the quarterback scramble. 3rd down and 7 coming up.
At 16? 16?
Yeah, 16-point lead, yeah.
That's a big comeback. They're holding up.
And we've got a stoppage. Yeah, I mean, they threw a lot of incomplete passes in that quarter, but yeah, we should be hitting the end of the 4th now. I remember when we got here at pregame, Donnie Bird said we'd be out by 6, so I guess we and the fans are getting some free football. Yeah, now they're switching sides, so I guess this is the 4th. Yeah, let me look that up. We very well may have broken a world record. Oh, okay, thanks. It's 4th quarter now.
They said that's just the start of the 4th. That's the longest 3rd quarter. That was an hour, wasn't it?
Yeah, just over an hour. Yeah, nobody even keeps track of longest quarters in football history, but until then, I'm going to assume we at least broke the South Carolina record for longest quarter in a football game at 1 hour and 20 seconds, I think. Yeah, we may be here a while. 3rd and 7, or it looks like 3rd and 8 now, and we got a flag. What else is new?
Technically, there's no time come off the clock yet.
Nope. So 3rd and 7 becomes 3rd and 12. 15 minutes to go in this one, we guess. Cleaves trying to get the defense jump offside. They do not, and Cleaves somehow escapes. I don't know how he did that. Oh! And Daryl C. not able to make the connections there with Cleaves. That would have been an incredible play to start the 4th quarter. Just not in the books for him this time. And the Blue Storm are going to punt once again. Sostacki set to kick. And this one gets off nicely. And it's going to take a Husky bounce out to the 35, I believe. So both teams have had consistently good field position in this game. Again, coming off of a third quarter that long, it's going to be interesting to see what the Huskies do offensively moving forward. If they're going to try to build on this lead they've gotten or just kind of get out of here, maybe run the clock a little bit. Who knows? I mean, they have not been afraid to throw it thus far. Maybe they've got like a set possession thing, like every team gets however many possessions and then we switch quarters. Who knows? Been a long day to say the least. And Brendan Taylor's going to hand this one off to Williams. Oh, and he steps out of a shoestring tackle. He's off to the races. Cuts it back inside, still making men miss. And he's going to be tackled down. Oh, and he puts the ball on the ground, and I think the Storm have it. So yet another fumble. We'll see if the Huskies are able to retain possession. Not a single Husky has signaled that they have it. That's usually not a good sign for the offense. And it is Storm football. Okay, so we are back after a long stoppage there. We never were able to get a number, but one of the Blue Storm players on that punt return went down with what we learned was a neck injury, and they had to call out the stretcher. He's being sent off to the hospital as we speak. It's looking like he's going to be okay, mostly just precautionary measures, hopefully. Again, we'll work on getting that number to you guys, but until then, it is 6:26 right now, so as it stands, we're going to have a running clock for the rest of the fourth quarter. It's not going to stop for anything to my knowledge because as far as we understand, there is currently no way to turn the stadium lights on. So if it gets too dark to see, the game will not be able to be continued. So first down and 10 for the Blue Storm. They're going to swing this one out to C.J. Ranson. And after a break of almost a half hour, both teams picking up right where they left off. Ranson's going to lose a yard or two on that one. It'll bring up second down and 11. It's 42-26 Huskies.
Okay.
Second down and 11 now. And Cleve's got all day to throw, and he backpedals en route to a completion to number 13. That is Pruitt with the reception, and he's able to gain about 20 yards on that one. And this is what one of the Storm coaches was discussing in the huddle during warm-ups right here, that because of this running clock, they have got to get to the ball about as quickly as they possibly can because there is no time to spare now. About 12 minutes of real time until this one is decided. And Cleves on the move. He's sending this one as far as he can, and that one is caught! Touchdown, Blue Storm! That's Jalen Cannon with the huge reception. And the Storm right back within striking distance. 42-32 now. Huskies up by 10, and the Storm looking to make it 8 here. Again, when they say running clock, we're not entirely sure how aggressively they're going to run it. We don't know if it's going to stop for PATs or what. It would, given that they're kind of taking their time getting up to it, I assume that it stops for PATs.
I just said it.
And, okay, interesting decision here. The Storm are, yeah, they need to go for 2 here. I don't know why they're kicking this PAT. And something went wrong. I think we got a flag anyway.
I think they were going to fake it.
This is a really high snap. It's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. And everybody's headed back to the sideline, so I guess it's no good.
I
So,
think it was a fake, and when he put the ball down, they called it with his knee down.
oh, could be. So, it is still 42-32. Huskies have retained the lead throughout a very aggressive Blue Storm comeback. We are closing in on yet another kickoff from Rico Sestaki now. Clock does not appear to be running here, so we'll hang around for a little while longer.
What's the time? What's on the clock?
We don't know.
We don't know. Who runs the clock?
No, the referees.
Referees are?
Yeah, we heard they're having a running clock, but I think they stopped it after the touchdown, so it'll start when they kick this off.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get somewhere more stable and stuff than this. With a board and everything. What was the deal over there? What happened with Southside?
So he had a neck injury.
Okay.
All right, and Sestaki set to send this one away. Here we go. This one is going to be fielded by DeMachi Foster, and he's got some grass in front of him, heading straight up the middle, ran into his own man, and I think he got to around the 35, so it'll be first down and 10 for the Huskies. And the Huskies, I imagine, in no hurry, and Sestaki kind of limping off the field.
How you doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We gotta represent that, you know. It's okay. It's okay.
So I don't know if the clock is running here. The Huskies certainly taking their time. I mean, if it is running, this is good game planning on their end to make sure they can maintain this lead. I guess we'll see what happens. Again, we are blind in terms of clock other than knowing that we are in the fourth quarter. Going to be first down and 10 for the Huskies at the 37-yard line. Brendan Taylor has done a good job of commanding this offense en route to a 42-point game. And he's going to hand this one off straight up the middle and might have lost a yard on that one. Not much happening there. It'll bring up second down and 10. And the clock will continue to run. I guess we might be closing in on 10 minutes now. And Taylor, whoa, botched handoff, and Taylor tried to lay a block there at the end, but that was almost a disaster for the Huskies. They're going to lose 5, and they're fortunate to have not lost the ball. 3rd and 15. Not necessarily a must convert. Again, the Storm made the interesting decision not to go for 2 on that last possession, so it's still a 2-possession game. There is an uphill battle for sure. And now the Huskies, again, milking this clock for everything that it's worth. 3rd and 15, probably going to be a draw here if they just don't hand it off upright or hand it off outright. And no, Taylor's going to throw. And that pass is incomplete. Again, clock's going to run, so it really doesn't matter, but kind of interesting decision not to try and get a few yards back there. 4th and 15. Now, again, no punter for the Upstate Huskies. Brendan Taylor has handled those duties. He's mainly been a pooch kicker. And, yeah, I think they're going to send him back about 7 yards instead of 5 and just let him kick it as far as he can. He's done a good job. All of his punts have really rolled deep into Blue Storm territory. And this one gets off nicely. And it's going to bounce a little bit and come to a stop at the 35-yard line. First down and 10 for the Storm. So Nico Cleaves going to lead this Blue Storm offense out onto the field for what could be the last time, depending on how quickly this clock runs. Everybody playing off right now. He's going to have some open passing lane shorts, but he's looking deep, and now he's going to take off and stiffs arms a man out of bounds en route to a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6 coming up. And they'll call it 2nd and 5, actually. Clock continues to roll. CJ Ranson in the game at running back, definitely the faster of the 3 backs they've used to this point. Wouldn't be surprised to see him at least go out for a pass or two as we move into the closing stages of this game. And Cleaves tried to get him to jump. He might have had a free play, but they didn't throw the flag. And now Cleaves trying to outrun 3 defensive linemen and somehow managed to get away from the pressure there, but it was tipped away by number 32. That is Mike Quentin Turman, listed as a linebacker. Had an open receiver, and Turman was able to bat that one out of the way. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 coming up. This is low again. Clock still moving because, again, I don't think they're able to turn on the lights here. So if it gets too dark to play, the game will be over just because nobody will be able to see anything. Would you believe that this game started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? We've been here quite a while. And Cleaves looking short, cannot connect. Short hopped that throw, shoulder kind of dropped on him there as he was releasing the ball. And it's going to bring up 4th down. This is more than likely your ball game here, regardless of the time. Yeah, the Storm already breaking down their tent. So, again, even regardless of how much time is on the clock, if the Storm don't pick up this 1st down, I don't think they're going to have enough time to get the ball back, score, and then go for an onside kick and score again. 2 receivers on either side for Cleaves. Dropping back to pass. Free rusher coming off. He's going to sling this one deep. And that pass is, oh, it was in the hands of Dante Pruitt, and he dropped it, and that might be your ball game. That was a great throw by Nico Cleaves, and Pruitt just could not hang on. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Huskies. Ball is on the 40-yard line, and we could be looking at a kneel-down situation depending on how much time there is left. 42-32, the margin right now. Would not expect to see any changes in that before the score goes final.
He couldn't have walked out there and dropped it any better, could he?
Yeah, it was a great pass and just could not hang on. Both teams have had trouble hanging on to passes like that. And 4 receivers out for the Huskies. Interesting choice here. And they're just going to hand this one off to Keontae Cartledge, who is able to get about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 coming up. And no, they're going to call him a little short of the 35, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. And I think there was a flag, but they picked it up, maybe. And now the referees pick up the ball. Guess we'll see where they put it. And they're going to call this a 5-yard penalty. Oh, no, a 10-yard penalty. A 15-yard penalty. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Huskies in the red zone with a chance to hang 50 if they want. And this is Cartledge again running to the outside and chipped down after a gain of about 8. It'll be 2nd down and we'll call it 2nd and 3. Oh no, it's a play action fake out to, that is Azur Daniels with the touchdown for the Huskies. They have put up 48 points off of the play action fake. I mean, I thought for sure they were going to hand that one off, and instead it's a really good, really well designed play. Interesting choice to kind of score this late in the game, but I do think that will stop the clock. Again, no idea how much time is left in this one. And another Wildcat formation here. I believe this is Jason Massey in at quarterback, and he's able to get maybe a yard, not enough for the 2-point conversion, so the score will remain 48-32. The margin remains 16. Huskies on top. Keith Adams Hunter ready to send this one deep for what could be really the last time of the game. And another straight foot kick. It's going to be fielded around the 23. This is Trayvon Miller, who is popped at the 35. Pops right back up, not too much issue. And the Blue Storm are going to take over from there. First down and 10. And there's the signal, start winding that clock. And one of those officials on the field is keeping it, and I'm really not even sure who it is. Nico Cleaves going to try and respond to that touchdown drive from the Huskies. And he had some time to throw, but now he's going to take off, slips a tackle, and now he's looking to pass and gets it out to his running back. I think that's Ian Rickett. And no, it's a new player, Micah Cruz, number 20. With a really nice catch and run there. Easy first down there for this Blue Storm, or I should say that Nico Cleaves is making it look easy. Had to dodge a bunch of men there in the pocket, and he made it work out. First down. Ball on the 45, gain of about 20. Cleaves back to throw, kind of does a quarter roll to his left. Now he's going back to the right. And he's still going, not for much longer. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage, and he got hit there. Took a big hit there too. It's going to bring up second down and 15. And looks like we've got a stoppage here. Cleaves is still kneeling, and now he's up. Substitution. C.J. Ranson coming out. Ian Ricketts is coming back in. So as it stands now, both teams getting some last-minute substitutions done, but as it stands, I think this is going to end up being a 4-hour football game. And quite a day. Cleaves, again, just flat-footed in the pocket, no rush at all, but now it's coming through, waiting for some stuff to develop downfield, and that is going to be intercepted. That's going to do it for sure. Just kind of threw that one up for grabs and intercepted for either the third or the fourth time. He's thrown a lot of picks so far. And, you know, part of me would think they just call the game there, but I think they're going to have the Huskies run this clock out. First and 10. We are still going. it's a direct snap to the running back. This is Keontae Cartledge, who gains about 20 yards and then runs straight into the fence. And you got a lot of signals here, not totally sure what's happening.
Another penalty?
And yep, you're right. We got a flag going against the Huskies, so that'll push them backward. And they really do need to start hurrying this up. It is getting kind of dark out here. The Huskies uniforms are looking significantly more gray than they did at 3 p.m. this afternoon.
Right?
Three receivers to the left. And they're going to motion a fourth one out there. This is the play that Taylor had that really big run on in the first quarter. And this time the Storm are ready for it. It's going to drop him for, I think we're going to call that a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Oh, and it's a bad snap! And Foster was able to fall on that one and prevent a disaster for the Huskies. Going to be 3rd and very long coming up. We'll say 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17, they're saying watch the pass.
3rd and 17 with about 2 minutes left, and they're saying watch the pass. Again, I mean, I've got to say, I'm very surprised that this game is still going.
It might be 20.
Might be running 20-minute quarters. And they're going to get this to Foster on a jet sweep. He's still moving, and wait, still going, and he's taken down out of bounds. Pretty close to the first down. If he didn't get it, it's going to set up 4th and really short. And yeah, 4th and 4. 13 yards on the jet sweep there. And the Huskies are looking to go for it. I don't think this is going to be a punt. And yeah, Taylor's back to throw, and he's got a man in the flat. That is Azur Daniels picking up the first down for the Huskies. Just a quick hitch route. Defense kind of forgot about him, was looking a little deeper, and Huskies kind of putting some icing on the cake here as they move forward, maybe looking for another score. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. Okay, we will hold them to that. And it's going to be a play action fake. Taylor's still looking. We got a flag. Oh, and we've lost our first football to the creek. I assume that's a creek down there. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. See if they're. Do we know if they're stopping the clock for incomplete passes? Because if they are, I mean, we very well may be here until 7:30.
No, y'all be here at 7:30.
Well, whatever the flag was, it was picked up, and they're going to hand this one off to Cartledge, who is, dragging some men right out to the first down marker. I think they're going to give it to him. Should set up a 1st and 10. Yep, and there's a signal. 1st and 10 for the Huskies. 2:45 left now. And the Huskies milking the clock. They're going to send this one up the middle. This is Williams, and he's dragging some men. Going to pick up 7 yards, I think. 2nd and 3. I heard someone say 2-minute warning.
I don't know if they have it.
Are they? I think the Blue Storm just took a timeout. And yep, the Blue Storm have taken a timeout. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. All right, word on the field is that there are 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game after the clock stopped when the Blue Storm took a timeout. We are still going. And this is another handoff for Williams. And tried to slip between two people. If he didn't pick up the first down, he got close. No signal from the official yet. I think this is going to be 3rd and 1. And yeah. 3rd and 1. And no, they're going to call it a first down, actually. And another handoff to Williams. He's able to get it out across the 25 down to about the 23. 2nd down and 6. And so, didn't realize I had my mic off there. Brendan Taylor takes a knee, and I think that is finally going to do it. In a football game that started at right around 3:05 p.m. We've been here for almost 4 hours, and in the end, it is a 48-32 Upstate Husky win over the Charlotte Blue Storm. A hard-fought battle, a lot of attrition, a lot of turnovers, and a lot of points. We'll see you next time. I'm Luke Ruff signing off for the Upstate Huskies.